Going on, Legion new to playing RuneScape Dragonwilds, and our update is finally here. Very excited about it. So, magic. Let's jump right in. Essentially, I've already got some of this stuff unlocked just from the tomes that I got. And so you're going to have secondary attacks, charge up, and release powerful secondary staff spells. You're also going to have arcane expertise, unlocks an additional powerful magical attack at the end of staff magic combos. We've got runic refund. Your your greater understanding of magic gives you a 30% chance to preserve runes when attacking with magic. We've got this, which is locked after image. Distract your enemies by leaving behind an illusionary image for a short time when you use your first surge charge. We've got Confuse. Twists the mind of lesser enemies, making them unable to distinguish between friend and foe for a limited time. And that's actually quite a bit of astral runes. And there's a cooldown. We've got Magic Potion. Unlock the recipe for the Magic Potion after the Brewing Cauldron. We've got Magic Focus, allows crafting of magic focus at the crafting table, which can be used to imbue magic staffs to increase their damage, which I think that's pretty beneficial. Greater Confuse, the Confuse spell now works on a wider variety of creatures, and then that's pretty much it. But obviously you've got negative 1% magic stamina cost while using them. So things that I think are worth noting about this. Ultimately, magic is really cool, and I'm glad it's in the game. I noticed a lot of the different abilities don't give you magic XP. So let's go ahead and pull up our personal chest. Look at that sick um imagery when you do it. I think that's a really cool aesthetic for the game. Stack size. So it looks like you can put 99 logs together, which is it's not as much as I originally thought it was going to let us do it, but that essentially is going to give you guys a lot more chest space, and ultimately the weight of the items has not decreased, which I could have swore they mentioned that it was. So you won't necessarily be able to hold more items, I don't think. I think it's more so you're going to be able to have more of that item and it takes up less space. So if you're out there and you're sort of killing different random things, you can stack your items a little bit better. So that's another thing. Let's go ahead and check out the rune altar. And I don't see the opportunity to create any new runes. So that's another thing. And then let's go ahead and click here. Something I want to look at. What's this? It still won't let me put any of my amulets on. So we can do air, we can do fire, and we cannot do earth. So that's pretty much it. Can we do water? Can't even do water. So they haven't added any other abilities as far as like which runes you can use to do magic. So I think that's kind of unfortunate. And I don't know, I really thought they were going to do that. So, anyways, let's check out. We've got our inventory, which is full of a bunch of junk. I wish I had a chest I could just sort of dump it all in. I guess we're going to have to use the one at the beginning that we've been using for our daily videos. So, let's dump all this off, and then I'm going to show you guys a little bit of magic and what it looks like. But I just want to let you know now that it's really not what I thought it was going to be. Not that I'm not happy with it, because obviously I like to kill a lot of sheep and ram, which is going to give me bones. It's going to give me fleece and other things that I like to use while I'm skilling to level up artisan and other things like that. But I sorry, lost train of thought there. But ultimately, um it's going to allow me to attack creatures that I normally would have had to attack with range and not get any XP for it. So now I'm going to be getting XP while I attack them from a distance. So there is a huge benefit there, and we're actually really happy about that. Not quite sure how I feel about the fact that we still can only use fire and air. I feel like there should have been more, but they can always add it to the game later. I'm not sure if they have any plans to do that, as they didn't really state it. So I just leveled up to level 25, and before I even started on this video, I actually leveled up 2 other times, so that's great. Distract your enemies by leaving behind an illusionary image for a short time when you use your first magic surge. So I'm not sure if that sort of just pops off by itself, or I have to activate that. We'll have to look into that a little bit more. Other things that I sort of wanted to talk about was um what was it? Yeah, so stack size. They did increase stack size, but they didn't decrease item weight. Hard mode is now into the game, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't looked, but it was inside the release of what was released today. So that's also there. And then it's also worth noting that I'm sure you're going to find other videos online where there's people discussing what other abilities that you can do with magic at a higher level, and they're going to be able to show you, which is great. I'm happy that content's going to be there for you guys, but I think it's also worth noting the reason that I was only at the level that I was is I didn't go to other worlds because apparently there was this thing where you could go to other worlds and then essentially go to vaults and get more tomes of XP, and then you could bring them back to your main world and level your magic up um, to level 50. And I didn't do that, and the reason I didn't do it is I really felt like I don't want to use this word as I feel like it might cause a problem, but I feel like it's cheating. I feel like you are on the world where your character is, and if you simply leave this world to go grab things that are gonna like level up your character at this accelerated rate like that, it's the reason I didn't do it is because I felt like that wouldn't really be genuine. And I've actually gotten all of my XP genuine, and I didn't want to do that to my character as I take pride in what I have done and what I still have yet to do. So I felt like if I just sort of go to another world to get XP tomes that are going to level up my magic just super quick, it's not the same as having to work for it. I'm sure a lot of you guys who play the game feel the exact same way, that whatever you accomplish in this game, you want it to sort of be hard earned. And obviously, it probably wasn't the easiest thing for people to have to um, well, that's actually not true, right? I guess if you went to another world, you just bring good gear with you, potentially, and then you can just take that gear to the better world, right? I guess that's how it would work. You start a new world, and then you bring good stuff with you, I think. So either way, that's not how I did it. But look at this, our inventory is already full, but just this little bit. So it's kind of unfortunate. It might be because of how much water we actually have. But regardless, now our inventory is full, and so I'm not sure how I feel about that because I guess now I feel like I'm gonna have to go to the bank and drop more off. But regardless, I'm able to do a lot more killing, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. But either way, magic's going to be great as it's going to allow me to kill enemies from a distance and still get a benefit rather than just be shoot them with range and not get anything for it. So now we're moving incredibly slow because we didn't empty our personal chest, which we should have done. And we are going to do that right now with our lodestone. But anyway, guys, I'm not quite sure what else there is to cover with this because we're going to get some perks from leveling up our magic. Yes, that is true. And then when it comes to stack size, yes, it's increased the stack size, which can be incredibly helpful if you're going to be moving your base and you sort of do that a lot, or you're going to be skilling. Like, it's going to be major when it comes to me skilling in here for my videos because it's going to allow me to carry just such a larger amount of things. So that will definitely benefit me a lot. Or if you're building, now you're going to be able to carry more logs, so that way you don't sort of have to leave what you're doing. So we're sort of filling up all these chests rather quickly. But anyways, we are going to put all this stuff away and then go kill some more sheep. So if you've made it this far in the video, we appreciate you guys watching, and we love making content about this game, and we're going to keep doing that. So let's go back here and kill some more sheep and ram. But we're essentially just hoarding up resources so we can mass produce items later in our skill videos. So but if you look here, I mean, you're getting, what is it, a 10 XP for that kill, and then you've got this guy, got another 10. So I think I have to wait to make magic potions, so I won't be able to get those quite yet. But I think that will help increase the amount of XP I get while I'm doing magic. But regardless, I'm still happy, like I said, because now I can kill creatures with another range spell, which is magic. Not quite range, but I can kill them from far away and get XP. Because before I wasn't getting anything, and then it was like, make a choice. You can either use attack and have to run after the sheep when they sort of get out of range, or you use range and not get XP. But anyway, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I feel like I'm just sort of going in loops. So here we are. So I don't really know what else they've done. Like I said, I don't think I was hoping for something like alchemy, and I know there's no money in the game, no currency. So you might think, why would we need that? But I felt like maybe you could turn one thing into another. Maybe you turn wood and you could turn it into bones or something like that. So I thought that might have been kind of neat. And in that way, you can get magic XP and not while only attacking. So hopefully, I'm sort of missing something, misunderstanding, because I think it would be really cool to be able to get magic XP in other ways other than just attack. I think that would be ideal. That was really cool. That wind tunnel thing, that's new. I don't recall ever seeing that before. So they've obviously enhanced the graphic stuff, I think, a little bit with that. So we're gonna go over here. I think we see some more sheep. We do. So gonna kill these guys really quick, and I don't know. It's tough, right? I feel as though, man, that magic's leveling up really quick. Is it 50,000 to level up there? Maybe not. Look at that. It's only at 4,000. I wonder if they changed the rate that you need to get to level 50. It's going to be an interesting one to find out. I'm not 100% sure. And this guy's about to come over here and kill me. So that's yet to be seen. What level, how much XP you need to be to level 50 for that. So that's something else we're also going to keep an eye on. That tunnel was super sick. So we really like the animation on that ability, and it's actually amazing for how much damage it's doing. But these guys obviously are a different kind of foe than if you were to be attacking the Garu or the goblins. But the goblins, I suppose, are lower levels, so I guess it wouldn't really matter. But ultimately, guys, I think at this point we've sort of covered most of what the update contains, except hard mode, and I really don't plan on touching that, to be quite honest. So I think we did sort of cover it. There's this archer, and he's decided he wants to play. So let's go ahead and see how we fare against him. So we pretty much annihilate him. So I think that's actually quite powerful, this magic air. I tried to use fire earlier. I really don't like fire. I think that it's more of like an AoE if you're going to be doing that, so an area damage. So I think air is way better for sort of like single target. But this is pretty much what we're going to be doing. Just running around and attacking stuff. I'm not probably going to bring you along the entire journey. I guess we could. I mean, I don't know. It'd be like a ridiculously long video where we're just sort of attacking stuff. In my head, I'm trying to think, would it be better to do this? Because we're going to get a lot of materials that we can use to help us level other skills, or would it make more sense to go to the beginner area and sort of run around and kill things? I mean, there's quite a bit of sheep and ram out there, though, so I think that's good. But then there's lightning and Garu you might run into, which is going to slow down the progress. Also, another thing I want to mention, hopefully you've made it this far in the video, but there's been some, I feel like, graphic changes. I feel like the graphics are better in the game. I mean, I've got a really expensive graphics card, and so I know that it's not, oh, my computer has changed the way that it plays the game. I literally think they've done a couple things in the game, and the graphics are better than they were. Um, like, look at these little leaves here. They sort of seem just a little bit more real. So, I mean, I feel like they did some things, but right now we're gonna go try to find some stuff to kill. But I see a way better graphics in the game right now. I'm not sure if you guys are noticing that in your game. Like even that building, I feel like it's like way better graphics. So I think they did do some things to the graphics in the game. Um, Even those stones, I feel like they're deeper and sharper. And I already had my graphics card as high as it could go before, so I definitely think that they've done some things with that. Um, they were sort of more bland before. I guess I really didn't see like a as good as I do now. So you could just see the depth. I don't know. it looks really cool. So I'm happy that they've done that. I'm sorry that it's taken me forever to find these enemies because honestly I didn't think it would. But we're gonna change that right now and go here, and there should be quite a bit. So we've got some kebits, so that's gonna be some good XP, and we've got range people. These guys want to kill us, so this is all gonna be good XP right here. So they're all dead, and then this guy's up here, so we'll kill him. And there we go. So we're making progress. And this isn't even where I meant to teleport, but since we're here, we'll grab some stuff and then grab these things and then get out of here because I know another area that I really want to go. Here's some more kebits. So that's a little bit more XP. Another kebit, get some coarse animal fur. So there we are. And we're leveling up. Now we're level 28, I believe it was. My eyes were shifting to something else. But so ultimately, we're actually leveling really fast. So I don't think we're gonna need 50,000 XP. I don't really recall how much XP I was getting around this level for other different things. So the reason we're gonna go here is there's all these rats. So we're destroying them too. So let's go ahead and grab all this stuff. But anyway, guys, we are going to keep playing the game and we'll update you periodically when we're level 50. Going to be grabbing tons of resources. I don't want to look at the rocks. They definitely updated the rocks. It's all these little things. I mean, that I never noticed before. That's how I know that they've changed it. So it's actually quite crazy. How much it makes a difference while I'm playing the game. So I wish I would have mentioned it early in the video because I know a lot of people probably already left and they didn't necessarily make it this far. So I wish I would have sort of talked about that sooner. But that's okay. But anyway, guys, we're going to keep killing, keep leveling our magic, and then we're going to update you once we've reached level 50, the traditional way, working hard for it. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video, and I will be making more content on the game, daily XP grind videos, and other things that sort of just strike my interest and that might be beneficial to you. So, Legion Looter out.